next time we'll share this for feedback again.
那只要是大爱剧场的文宣一确定，都是急件处理。
So
所以呢，这份
right
文
now,
宣我就会习惯
we
于如，我说于如急件处
in
理，他马上
January
不到一天
20th
给我。
is our
接下
first
来
time
我
that our
给
Dai
每
TV
边，我说每
series,
边
Dai
急件处理。
there's
所以
series
这一个我们确定拿
about
到资料
pandemic
做
pause.
不到一天的时
So
间，
so this
就
is the second
替
time.
每边文编
So
做好。
look,
所以我们这次
this
进去
is
大爱台的时候，这么快，所以我们给每边文编于如加致热烈的掌声，谢
so
谢。
their graphic designer
我
had
们真的
used
很少给
less
急
than
件，我们
24
跨
hours
国跨区
to
的团队
make
500
the
人，我很少给
graphic
急
design
件。
and had it
但
printed.
是如果遇
So
到
let's
急
give
件
them
处
a
理的
round
时
of
候，会
applause
给
for
相关的
being
一些人
so
说
efficient.
急件处理，那他们几乎一定在
So
2天
we
内
don't
完
usually
成
give
任
like
务，而这一
urgent
份不到，大
or
概一天
orders,
就是交
but
棒，一天
if
就出来
if
了
there's
哈。
a
所以我们非
when
常
we
感
have
恩
to
我
do
们
it,
的文编美编棒棒接力。那大家看一下
and
有没有暖男
our
暖男？
volunteers were
就是连天气
able
很冷
to
还要遮
finish
着头，他说
everything
寒
within
流来袭，
2
注意
days.
保暖，早晚
So
注
it
意
was really
哈。
amazing
所以
the stuff
心
they
情
have
好，
done.
精神好，元气好哈。打怪任务从1月20号
Have you
开始，那医护角色的关系图我们也传给你哦。所以呢，我们从1月20号其
so
实
they
已经
said
开
that
始
this
非常
is
精彩的戏了。
the
这一
team
档精彩的戏里面，
from
他
the
们的关系角
Kaohsiung
色在哪里，
online
我
study
传
group
给大家，
at the
并不
graphic
复
design
杂，
team.
但是你看了以后会知道
So
他们之间的一
from
个互动跟
January
产生
20th,
更多的
we
概念。
have
另外，
a
别忘了
new
我们
TV
这
series
场大爱剧跟
launch
平常不是在周一早上，
about
而是在
the
什么时
pandemic
间？
pause,
周
and
六。
you
而
can
且我
see
们追
how
剧的日历已经
the
帮你都做好了，所以也呈上
healthcare
这一组。
workers
那
and
同时啊，您在看的第一集的时候，我
patients
相信有非常
interact
多的感动。但
during
是
the
本身呢，我在
pandemic.
看，
So
无论
this
是看
is
电影或者看剧的时候，我蛮注意一
aired
下就是
on
音乐的
every
东西。
Saturday
所以我第一个
at
时间
8
我就觉得
p.m.
哇，这个音
in
乐哇，
Taiwan.
到底
So
是
they
谁？
will
然后就
play
搜
2
一下哈。
episodes
所以吴欣颖，吴
every
欣颖
week,
才知道，他其实呢在音乐
and you
总
can
监
see
上的
them
一个 title 也是金钟
by
奖的音
channels
乐总监
and
哈。所以我们大家也大家可以往
so
后去听一下。
so
那
you
我
can
们
see
今天
on
也
every
是面
Saturday
对
they
音乐
have
的勇气哈，
2
王
episodes
介伟
every
哈。那
Saturday.
你可以待会可以听
So
一
the
下我的
music for
听
this
字，让大家就有听到
TV
这个
series
好
is
听的
also
这个声
very
音
good,
哈。那我们看一下打怪任务
and the
没有
theme
录
song
哈。
was
那
called
首先呢，
The
我们非
Courage to
常感恩我们
Face
的团队，就
Tomorrow.
是袁慧玲，只要是我
And
们
this
的
is really,
大
really
爱剧
good
场来的时候，
music,
都会
and
做
it's
这样的倒
very
数简报。我们用热烈掌声感恩
beautiful.
我们的团队慧玲。好，所以
So
这不
we
是
also
我能力
wanted
能做
to
出来的哈，但是
give
我
a
们可以去
big
做其他的串联。那我们
thanks
来看一下
to
哈，您
Sister
在遇到这个打怪任务的时
Yuan
候，有
Hui
没
Ling.
有觉得，因为他是打怪，所以呢很有想法哦？
So let's watch the
果真打怪任务，给热烈的掌声吧！这样的一个创意的发想哈。好，那
so
同时
well
间
when we
呢，我
like
们看看
fighting pandemic, it's like kind of like
就是
fighting
胡
demons.
宇威
So
来
they
说
were
说看这一档戏为什么他
making
会
like
做
a
这一
look
档
like
戏，我们来
Pac-Man.
听听看哦。
Hello，
So
大家
it's
好，
kind
我
of
是胡宇
cute.
威，在打怪任务里演的是吴志凯，小儿医师。
我们根本不知道这个病毒有多危险。
So
我觉得那一场
so
很有
they were
趣，因为
wanted to
吴志凯
talk
是
about
要守护他
this
的
is
保
the
护
actor.
但院长
He
我
is
们要守护
played
台湾
the
所以这个
um
是很
internal medicine doctors.
那想要知道跟他更多的一些故事，请看
He
每
said
周
that
六晚上8点打怪任务，没有退路。
记得
he
当我
as a
说打
doctor
怪
he
任
just
务，
wants
所有人要
to
没有退路。后
safeguard
来平
his
常这个动
friends'
作都是我们
families.
在设计，
But the
所以
superintendent
并
from
不
the
是用我
hospital
们主
said
设
that
计。我们所
he
有人
wanted
待
to
会就
safeguard the
请
entire
我们的
island,
胡宇威
Taiwan.
教我们。为
And
什
so
么？
they
为
have
什么
some interest,
打怪
conflict
任
of
务
interest.
没有
So
退路，要
they
怎么做这个动作？
they are
好，
very
大家可以先学起来。
they have
打怪
struggled
任
a little
务
bit.
没有退路。我等一下一定要问一下，为什么你设计这样子？因为本来我们就想说，我们一定都有个口呼，但是这一次的打怪任务，它早就有个口呼，所以我们就不重新。
So there's a
包括动作，我就发现没有退路，
sign
好
is
吗？
being
我就
like
用这个，所以再
like
一次哦，
fighting
打怪
pandemic.
任
There's
务
no turning
没
back.
有
So
退
that's
路。
that's
你
a
有没有跟他一样笑
hand
出来？
gesture.
如果你没有笑，就没有，
So they have
就有得上场
trying
了哈。
to
所以在这个当下，那也因为这样的要上线，所以一定有精彩的记者会。那我们来看看记者会，我们的赵伟成院长也有在这。
So you when you do the slogan, you have to smile and then
医护人员
to
分秒必
do
争
the
抢救每一位病人。 大爱医疗剧打
Okay,
怪
so
任
we
务举办
also
首映会，
have press
演员们
conference
分享
for the
拍戏的
event.
甘苦谈。
So
我
this
们可
is
能不
the
知道医护
premiere.
人员他们比我们有更多纠结，他们的辛
All
苦，
the
他
healthcare
们
workers
别人所不知道的，很荣幸
time
可以
to
让呈
save
现这个
all
这
the
个面向。
patients as much as they can. So we might not know that a lot of healthcare workers have a lot of internal struggle and how they struggled. So this is a
打怪任
history
务带
that
大
has
家回到
happened before,
2022
and then
年
it's
3
something
月，
that
一
we
起肆
need
虐全
to
球的那段日
document
子，
it.
讲述台北慈济医院面对新冠肺炎变种病
And
毒，医护人员坚守第一线。
so we are taking everybody back to March 2021. It's a story that talks about how Taipei Tsuchi Hospital faced the pandemic. So this story has documented the courage behavior of like the healthcare workers and in the front line, and also with many mothers who actually have to give birth during the
打怪
time.
任务更搭设实景医疗
So we
棚，
believe
全面
that
记录疫情严峻的那段历史。
整个社会很害怕的时候，要很英勇
So
的
this
站
is
在最前线。我们希望大家记住这样子的一段历史。
something that
我们在台
this
中
is
慈
different
院
than what
做了一
we
个
used to film
医疗
TV,
棚，
such as TV
所以
series, because this is that
所
they
有
they
的
have
不管是
to
病房、加护病房
replicate like whatever
都是
like
多出
everything
来的
happened
人才。
before, so they have to
那这
rebuild the
样子
tent and to
去
build
影
the
响到
studio
别
and
人的
everything
作业。
to film
打怪
it
任务
as
将在1
accurate
月
as
20号
possible
于
to
大爱电视
show
台
that
首播，
what
带观
happens
众一
during
窥
the
医护
time.
人员如何战胜病毒，赢下
So
这场长期战役。大爱新闻周末如李俊威台北报道。
so
好，我们先给
they
热
were
烈的掌
saying
声。
that
这一次的新闻里面，您
they
大
want
概
to
也可以
guide
去了
people
解
to
是
really
如此的
looking
用
at
心，无论
inside
是
the
医疗部的
hospital
一个
how
病毒的治
healthcare
疗，或者
workers
是
has
各
to
方面面都真的非常
sacrifice
的
and
用
has
心哈。
to
那我们非常的
push
感恩，这是
for
我们的
um
姚进进长的一份用心哈。
push
那在
to
这里面
to
我们
to
看到
save
仔细
and to
在
care
第一
for
集
all
的
the
时候，我们待会
patients.
也可能请他
So
镜头
this
再
is very
上去，然后大家喊
well-rounded
新会
TV
到底
series, and it
接
has
下来
been
第二集要
uh,
演什么了？到底它发生了什么
detailed
事
planned
情哈？
every
所以这是我
aspect.
们非常非常感动的
So
一个事项哈。所以我们从这一则新闻可以看，大家可以看到呢，导演的一个手法哈，他其实很多的
So
演
we
员
we, we want to
所以
give
在这个
people a
了解的时候
little
让我们
bit
去看到整
preview
个
of
大
like
方向
second
的
and
时候，
third
整个
episode
大面向
that
的
what
走
might happen.
向，包括音乐的一个
So
配搭，都让我们觉得非
you
常
can
的
tell this
动
is
所以这是我们新的大爱剧，然后在礼拜六哦，请大
so
家记得
the
这个是
the
要守住礼拜六。
director has
然后为
used
了
a
关
lot
键
of
人
long
物，是
shots
制作
so
人
you
今
can
天来
see
到
the
现
whole,
场哈，
like
那制作
like
人呢，
broader
他就
vision
是让我
and
非常的感恩哈。那也
a
或许
broader
我们经
vision
常
of
在
like
看
what
哈，其实也
happened
会注意到
at
演
the
员，但是不太会注意到幕后人员。但是
at
如
the
果这个
scene.
剧很棒的时候，我
So
们就会去查找
we
说导
have
演是谁，制
the
作人是谁，
producer
哎，摄影是谁，
outside.
美术是谁。我不晓得你有没有这个习
Just
惯，
a
我
lot
有
of
这个习惯。
time
所以
that
呢，
when
在
we
这个
watch
当
those
下里
TV
面，我
series,
看到
we
我
pay
的
more
第一个
attention
直
to
觉
the
哇，
actors,
常在阳哦，
but
哇，
we
漂
don't
亮。
really pay
那为
attention
什么很
to
不得了？
the
因为呢，它不是
true
普
members
通哈，
like
大家
the
可以看到，
sound,
你看它
the
其实是
graphic
非常精致的一
designers,
个电
the
影线的一个制
so
作，拥有丰沛的人脉资源。
so
诶，
we
但是
wanted
因
to
为有
introduce
这么多
some
的人
of
脉
the
资源，
background people.
所以他
So
可
this
以
is
找
the
到一时
producer,
之选，也就是
Mr.
不论
Tang,
在
Tang
音
Zaiyang.
乐、导演各方面都是一时
So
之选，
he
而
is
且制作的作品里面有
senior
国际影展台北电影奖及金
journalist
奖的一个肯定，我们在前
in
几次都有跟大家说过，我
and
们
then
制
he
作人在，所以我们还是要热烈
he
掌声，
has
让他
been
知道
like
我们对他的一个崇仰。谢谢制作人，而
in,
且制作
winning
人
a lot of
超会
rewards
讲话的，制作人
awards
超会
for
讲话。
the
所以呢，2021年电影
the
启
film that
动，
he has
对，
produced.
导演我也
So
是
it
看这个故
was
事电影哦。然后我之所以因为
so
去，不
we're
是因
very
为不要
grateful
太
for
难
him
不要太
to
难
be a
过，不是因为
producer
张钧
and
甯，
then
我喜
to
欢他，
push
所以呢，
for
我
this
就会
project to
特别
happen.
去觉得，哎，张钧甯的作品来看一看。但是看了以后真的非常的感动，荣获第58届金马奖3座奖项，更陆续培植出
So
10 位
Yuwei
以
is
上
like
的新导演，
she
为
went
台
to
湾
watch
影
some
剧
of his
承担起
movie.
不乐的
It
角
was
色。
really good.
所以陈俊豪是
So
导演，是制作人您培养的一位吗？
so
就是我
Mr.
和我
Tang
的制作
had
人还有
won
气文的导演，
3
是
Golden
您培养的，
Horse
感恩
Award
您培养的很好。
in
因为
2021,
呢，他的妈妈其实
and
跟我们住同社区。
he
对，所以我在想说，
he
他
has
会不会知道
also
我们附近国小，
taught
只是我没有
and
教到他哈。
trained
所
like
以呢，
almost
真的
like
非常
over
的感动，
10
就是
new
导演他
directors.
自己好，
So
不
he
够，
has
他担
been
任起伯乐。
taking out the role to pass down the experience and then to make sure that the Taiwan's filmmaking has a good, like they continue the tradition and experience and everything. So when he first take on this project, he has been very touched. So let's see how he was how he feels.
打怪任务它毕竟还是取材于2021年的3级警戒的真实案例嘛，所以很多的填调过程啊，我们要还原那个考据的过程。
So we can see this is our photographer.
包括要去跟这些真实角色们对话。
So this TV series is based on the true story, and that is what happened in 2021. So we really wanted to replicate like what actually happened. So we had to interview the people who were involved, like the patients, the healthcare workers, and then to really show that what exactly happened. So is it that there's because all the actors, all the characters are true, that are real. So it was very it's very touching because it's real, and then so when you're looking at a lot of the actors there when they're trying to brought the scene to life, they're so it's really like why is my okay, so sorry, my phone's already. So here is the actor, Mr. Yuwei. So he is a actor and is also a singer in Taiwan. He also studied wushu, kung fu, and also he's really good at cello and electronic guitar. He had also been a MC for Drama Fever award ceremony. So he's very gifted with words, and then he's also he has a lot of accomplishment as a young.
我跟你讲，那时候我也超喜欢他了。为什么？因为呢，我们就看到南宁王呢，就一天到晚呢，就是被人家陷害。但是这个弟弟呢，其实啊蛮好的，然后中间会穿插一些，然后我就觉得
okay, so in 2013, the Milk Award that he has won the Best Actor Award. I don't know which movie he was in, but apparently he was really good at it. Sorry. And in 2020, there was a All-Star Olympic Games. So he had won MVP title in that game. So it's also very not only is good at music and stuff, but he's also very athletic. So for this TV series, we will see what kind of challenge he has to take on. So he's like a very macho person, and then the character he plays has to be very nurtured, and then so he has to talk very differently than he used to. So that's one of the big challenges that he said that as playing a doctor for them. So Miss Lin Zixi, she is the director one. She's very cool. She has studied dancing for 17 years. And she has been very accomplished in the TV and the movie um,
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh my god, you are so smart. Okay, if you love your
so this
child,
is in the during the time in the hospital they have
before you go out,
a
what your children
English
give to you last word?
lesson class. So they have 5 teacher to help to teach the
所以你从这边应
class.
该可以知道的就是，打怪任务里面呢，他们为什么要去学语音？应该是待会，之后会有用上的一个地方哦。那我们知道这中间会有
Hello， 大家好，我是小薰黄静怡。
好，那我们就让画面跑着，也非常感恩哈。
So they all the actors they have to learn English and in a way because they probably have to use it.
宣是也美惠阿长，虽然美惠阿长现在并没有在台湾哈。那
These are the 5
要来分享
main characters in the TV show.
也没办法。总之，这一个部分我们真的非常的感恩，就是制作人跟导演去看到这样的一个
we also have see the head of the nurse department is Sister Chen Wei. We will invite her. We had invited her over, but she has to be overseas. Right now, she couldn't be here today. She helps to bring all the character alive, and then she has been there the whole time.
然后跟我因为
So she
这样子跟我本人的个性也比较有反差，这样子很像是就是那种妈妈会关心大家，也不只是关心自己的小孩，会关心到在场所有的人。
好，总之让大家可以看到我们的角色，无论是新会的角色，或者是任何一个的角色。那今天呢
character she plays is kind of motherly like, and also it's very different than how she normally is. So she's also that's very also very challenging. So we have these 2 actor and actress to come sharing with us.
你可以看第一集的前导戏，就可以知道那样的用心。
So
电视台成为
this is actually filmed in Taichung's City Hospital.
相信制作人一定很开心。那主要的
So you can tell like they have more space. They have
这一个部分哈。那同时我们的医生群中间里面呢，主要的3个角色。
So Dai TV station has become the first TV station in Taiwan that actually has a professional medical studio for film. So these are the 3 actors in the TV series. So through the picture, you can see that there are a lot of touching stories in the whole fighting the pandemic. So long time ago, there's a little girl. She accidentally entered a monstrous forest. There's so many monsters in the forest. The craziest one is the big mouth. He is crazy because he eats anything that inside. So the little girl walking in the forest, she saw the big mouth, and then the big mouth was trying to eat her, and then she was trying to run away from it.
就是以打怪任务的绘本，所以现在呢，我们要直接
All of a sudden there is a
我们的
animal jump out.
爱演剧场，热烈掌声欢迎
From the forest, so and then to fight the monster for the little girl. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So here is the well, let's welcome the sharing person.
疫情急速，犹如狂风暴雨。
There is a lot of pandemic and a lot of viruses. It's like a thunderstorm that comes by. It is scary and everywhere. At that time, Taipei Tsuji Hospital superintendent and the staff of Tsuji Hospital used their lives to combat the viruses, to get rid of the virus, giving it their best and all.
守护生命，命必当。守护生命，使命必达。守护生命，使命必达。
To help those and save lives.
守护生命，使命必达的同时，打怪
To achieve the goal.
没有退路。
To get rid of all the virus.
起来吧。
And to get rid of the monsters, giving it their all without anything in return. So thank you very much. We brought together a song and hope that everybody can join us in dancing.
好，站起来，下面的可以站起来啊。
So everybody join us. You're welcome to stand up. You need to use your strength. With courage. Having faith. Then having love. It's nice and bright. Making a big love heart. Clapping. To be the best of yourself. Once more. And first one. And then we'll move along with us. We'll do it once more. Doing well. Okay, so we're gonna grab something, a bucket, smile. Then we're gonna walk, step on the spot. Then up, with growing up. With power and strength. Having strength. Courage. Faith. And having confidence. Living a bright future. Once more. Once more. Making a big love heart. To be able to see the best of ourselves. You know, the best of ourselves. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, hoping that everything goes well. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to invite our director and everyone to come forward. Thank you very, very much. I liked being with you because you have positive vibes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all. So if you've missed the first episode, that's okay. So what happens if they've missed the first one? On the Saturday, it would be rebroadcasted again. So between 8 and 10 Taiwan time. And you can also watch it on YouTube as well. So thank you very much for the producer. So at the start, I want to ask you a question. When you saw this, when you saw the story, um, what did you think? At first, I felt it was very long, so I need to talk it through. And so instead of having 8 episodes, we decided to narrow it down to 6. And just talking, following the story of these people, and the work that they did and their thoughts as well. I think in Taiwan, it's very easy to forget what has happened. A lot of people have forgotten the COVID, like what you want, you don't have. So I'm very glad to have the opportunity to come to Zixi because at that time um, we didn't even have time to have or we didn't have the vaccines, and it was because of Zixi that we were able to have vaccines. So how we able to protect ourselves? So those on the front line, like they weren't able to protect themselves, but they were also still serving the public. May they be the people that got the COVID virus or did not get the virus. So this is this is a new series from the ITV. Yeah. So when I saw the script and talking to Brother Yao, our Tzu hospitals, may it be in Taipei, Taichung, or in Hualien, everybody working together. So I felt it's so important to be able to tell the story. I used to usually do films, so we found these people like in different teams that I were able to I know to come and especially even actors and actresses. So George Hu and then Phoebe Lin to join us. So yeah, it was a really good opportunity. So um, and it was because they also felt um, their gratitude to Tzu and they are willing to join. During this starting to film, they had to visit Tzu Hospital in Taipei. And they were able to learn from the people, the actual staff that they are portraying in the movies, in the series, and learn the medical techniques that they have used. So to be able to act and do their part well. So thank you. I'm very thankful and grateful for Tzu Hospital to assist and Dai TV to assist. So thank you very much. Thank you. So thank you very much, the actor and actors. So starting from George, when you had to act the staff, the doctor, I heard that you did not really want to. So we'd like to thank the sisters first. So keep speaking. Very, very, very good that you were able to speak for so long and so fast. So I didn't really want to be a doctor or a lawyer because I wasn't prepared for it. And then now um, I think I'm more prepared and ready for it. Yeah. And to be able to portray and study how to prepare for it. I used to be a little scared and frightened. So when you had to portray Doctor Wu, what you were a pediatrician, so have you had any experience and how did you portray and what did you think about and the struggles you have and the challenges? I don't want to be cute. I don't want to be a cute guy or anything like that. So, in portraying, I we did a lot of practice and to study and to also look through information and also face-to-face experience with the doctor that I'm portraying as well. Like some mannerisms, and when he is, say, like sad, or when he is explaining things, kind of his mannerism and the way he walks as well. But the main point, you don't need to mimic him so well. You can use your own mannerisms as well. But I don't want to disappoint Doctor Wu, who I was portraying. So I really want to portray his mannerisms, and what kind of challenges he had faced during the COVID-19 as a pediatrician. And at that time, there was a lot of children that came to the hospital, like how to work with these little children, especially if they don't want to wear masks, and how to because at that time it was compulsory to wear mask and protect hospital staffs.
而且你还7月24号，我们是7月当老师的，所以对呀。
So I took a look at your date of birth. So on the year that George was born was the year that teacher that had become a teacher. Mei Yun had become a teacher. So
可以吗？
肚子痛啊，肚子痛啊。
不能好，那就不要。那制作人他已经说，直接大家锁定的是我们星期
Can you share?
然后从第一集，然后再看。我跟你讲，我基本上第一集啊，我其实不是只有看一次，我一定是要这样子看的。但是
So it's like, can you tell us why did you crouch down at the very last part of the first episode? And the producer's like, no, cannot tell. So I guess we'll keep it a secret for now. So watching this. So can you share a bit, Phoebe? Can you share a bit? How did you portray the nurse? She was about to get married but wasn't able to. So can you share a bit?
对，我自己本身是那个时候真的是因为疫情，所以我没有办婚礼，一直办不成，就是一直延，不断的延。
你讲的是你本人？
我本人，
你本人也是哦。
我本人也是。
Okay, so at that time, this is Phoebe herself was was going to get married but was not able to because due to COVID 19. So I also talked. So I also talked to the nurse who I was portraying, Nurse Cho, and like I was very I talked to her online and to portray her. So you guys need to learn English. So need to teach English. We need to maybe get George to teach them English, and it'll be easier. I thought there was a part where there needs to be English to talk.
我觉得真的很大，很大，真的非常困难，因为我们讲话
So when you were wearing
没有收音，可是我们在对
the
戏的过程，
suits,
其实真的
pandemic
要用比一
suits,
般可能2、3倍的力气去对话，
can you
然后还
describe
有
your
眼神，然后因为
feeling?
我们又有面罩嘛，然后
Like
又
so
有
when
那
we're
个护目
wearing the
镜，再加
suits,
面罩，有的时候会真
it
的有
was very
点
hard for us
要
to
去
talk
猜 对
because you
方，就是
needed
我
to
们要
talk
把
a
彼
lot
此真的变得很
louder.
熟，或是我们前面演练很多
And
遍，才能够
you also
非常的
wore
有
the
默
face
契。
mask and the
再加上我
goggles,
们的手
and
套其实是有2
you
层，
need
我
to
们连摸那个仪
kind
器都
of
会，
guess
因为
what
没
the
有
other
温度，所以会
person
有点
is
不太确
saying,
定摸到的是什么。 然后
and
就是整个一戴上
know
去我们
the
就缺
script
氧，
really well,
真的很
and like
困难。
gloves and everything because you don't know what you're touching and because you cannot feel temperature very well. So it's very, very difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult because you need to in the film we try to be as professional as possible, so using all the mask and all the equipment as well. So we cannot miss any part of that. So when we were filming this series, it was very difficult. They were very hard. But at the same time as we were filming, we really got to understand the difficulties of medical staff. So we have another actor. So during COVID-19, a lot of medical staff had kind of like marks on their face where they've been wearing the face mask for a very long time. So and then for the actress to be able to have those marks, she would cut a hole in her mask, so she would be able to talk and be able to eat things regularly, but still have the marks on her face. But at that time, it's thinking back to the medical staff during COVID-19, how they had to wear the mask all the time. And even the suits, the protective suits, they were all sweaty and all wet with sweat underneath. So, although it was like acting, but they could understand and became good friends. Yeah, so they became the whole crew became really good friends. Some of the staff was also smoking. Some of them may be smoking, but when they were doing and then they would not smoke, and they would eat vegetarian bentos. Yeah, so even if they wanted to meet, they would walk very, very far away. So thank you, producer, for sharing with us. It is a different feeling.
也没有，就是大部分都是会问路。吴医师，看一下有没有啊？吴医师，那个啥，
So
有什么儿
sometimes
科
when I'm
在哪里啊？或者就是
wearing the
常常走在那个走廊上啊，就会
doctor suit.
弯腰，谢谢，就一直在走，一路一直在走，一路在走，一直弯腰弯
So
腰。
they are mistaken as an
还蛮
actual
融入这个
doctor.
那个场景啊，也还蛮融入北词，还蛮融入这个角色，
And then
还
so
蛮
we
不
used
错
to
的。
have
这个完全是
every
北中
time
的力
I'm
量，我觉得
wearing the
好，
costume,
对他好。
everybody thinks I'm an actual doctor, and people keep thinking, talking to me or thanking me, and
接下来问你，你演小儿科医师这个部分，
so it was very nice to
我觉
see
得
kind
应该
of
是
the respect they
说
have
新
for
的挑战啊，
doctors.
因为小儿科的部分，
So when
虽
you
然
are
是
being a
在 COVID-19
pediatrician,
之
what
前
is
就
the
结束掉
challenges?
就是一场戏，那是后续就开
I
始
think it is
当
more like
不能看
internally.
当小儿科，真的是当小儿科，他当他的这个副主
I
任
had
的
already
角色的之
portrayed
后，
a
他
doctor
很大的一
before,
个，他是有很大的拉
like
扯，因为
in a
毕
series
竟
before
主任
COVID.
院长他们就是一直在劝吴志凯，就是说
So
现在小儿科医师不如就当我们主
so
管，
in
当我们主
this
管，但他就是一心就是想要守护着我们北慈，他北慈，
in this
然后
time
就是管辖的部分会比较小一点点，我们要守护我们的同仁，
he
就
became
是不能
the
有任何的
one
意
of
外，
the
不
vice
能因为这是他
directors
的责
of
任，
his
他就是放
department.
到最底。那这个就
So
是因为院
there
长
was
想
a
要管
part
是
where
全台湾的，
Dr.
所以
Wu
收越
was
多的病人的
faced
时候，
with
北慈会
a
当他
decision that
他的
was
顾虑
very
就是说，
difficult
如果
for
我们
him,
当我们人
is
力真的不足
because
的时
the
候，那么怎么办？
the
真的怎么办？
superintendents
我们
hopes
如果感染的
that
话，
we are able to
那
look
这又
after
怎么
the
办？
whole of
所有
Taiwan,
的压
so
力都在
to
他身
have
上，
more
他不
of
知道要
the
怎么
affected
该怎么
patients
处理这
to
件事
come
情，他就
to
是说想
Tsuji
要管
Hospital.
好他的
But Dr.
医护人员
Wu
们。
was
是，所以呢，其
was
实李威
hesitant
刚才讲的，
because
就是您在
he
第一集一定
felt
可以感
that
受到，就院长的坚
if
持啊，包括他
all
刚才
these
所讲的，
patients come
他以
in,
一个小
then
儿科医师
it
的一
would
个
be
坚
very
持，
hard for the
所以他们
medical
其实
staff to
面
stay
向不一
healthy,
样，但
and
其实是
therefore
一个
actually
理性
causing
沟通，
more
但是这层
problems.
面有
So
所
it was
拉
this
扯哈。
conflict
那但是
that
他就是把
he
他的角色去扮
was
演好。那听说你很不喜欢装可爱，讲叠字词这个部分，
very
你用什么去
uncertain
挑战
about.
呢？
没有啊，就是咬个牙就
So
过去了。
this
咬
is
牙就过去了。
Dr.
往后你对你的
Wu's
小孩会讲叠字词吗？
当
this is
我
Dr.
如果有小孩
Wu's
子的话，我打死都不会讲。
thoughts and feelings,
很
and
难
so
说。
没有没有没有，我
George
真的
had a hard time
很多人
trying
都这样
and
说，很难说。
trying to
除了爸爸妈
portray
妈、
this
姐姐、
part.
哥哥什么那个，除此之
本来
外啊，
就是两个字的。
对。
这样好，那我们
So there's a
那
many
今天
words
所
that's
讲的
very
我
hard
们
to
就是把
say.
它收藏在心里。往后他有小孩的时候，如果他出现，来来来来，吃吃，好好，
哦，那个
好好，
喂，嘎铃顺，
所以
不
他
舒服。
基本上他是很 man 的
So
很 man 的哈。那我们仔细这边呢也
so
想问，
and
就是你
he's
在
like
这
a lot
个
of
一个
like
演戏，其
cute
实会
cute
接下来就会对到病人
cute language
病
using
人的
kind of
非常
baby
有没
language.
有让你印象很深
In
刻
Chinese, we
在
would
演戏里
put two of
对，
the
因为
words
我
together.
角
For
色的经
example,
验跟
instead of saying
一直
car,
都
you
是
would
独
say
一无
like
二
something
嘛。
like broom
那这
broom.
个就
So
是
it's the same
一个
thing.
很细致的
But
把
he
戏
said
讲
no,
到
he was never
超
going to
出
do
境
that.
界。
Even with his
哎
kids,
呦，
he
哎，
won't.
这样算剧透吗？我的角色真为难。
还是不
So
能讲哦。
不是那个所有的病
so
患的状况，
as
大家
the
看戏，
nurse when I
好
was
然
portraying
后
我先离开。
都是真人真事，
是
他讲了就不好玩了。因为
对啦
我们当初看到这个剧本的时候，也就是觉得说，怎么可能会发生这些事情？那我们现在说了，你们就会觉得那就不会。
and all of these stories, I want to keep
对，
continuing to
一定要
talk
期
about
待
the
哦，
stories,
请
but
大家用眼神让制作
I
人
hope that
跟
everybody
李威
can
一起的
actually
看，我们
watch the
很期
series
待
instead.
打怪任
So
务
hope that
没有
everybody
退
looks forward
路。
to
来，
the
你刚是我
series.
讲，我就会问你了，子欣，你再看看什么可以讲的，因为我
And
突然问
usual
的问题，
eyes.
制作人都说
应该是
不
说，
不能
护理师
剧透。
就
Yeah,
会遇到
so
一
to
些
tell them that we're looking
是
forward
或
to
者是
it.
他们一定会有他们面 面临到的惊恐或是不安跟纠结，这都是我们在戏里会呈现的面向，所以大家就可以期待。
So when the nurse Cho is faced with a lot of problems, including like something that threatens to your life.
对，我会觉得就是因为我们感情蛮好的，所以看到
So although like is faced with these disasters and these kind of threatening moments, how to act and react is something that is very difficult. And even now, I'm very good friends with the actresses. So we go out to dinner together. So we can't talk too much because it'll ruin the series. So I just have to look forward to it. Talking about music, the music is very nice.
我们这次跟姚师兄我们商量之后，我们觉得这首歌
although sometimes there might not be kind of a theme song, so we hope that there is a theme song. So the lyrics is very much in line with the series. But also it is a very new, innovative song and theme song. So I heard it and I was very I enjoyed it very much and it sounded very nice, so I googled it. It was a song that was already out, but it was very in line with the series. So especially in the first series, and the song and the music. Listen to the music when you're watching the series, and as it is very, it's very cinematic. And the producers, they're all here today as well.
其实所有的音乐也好，或者是后面的后期的音效也好，我觉得都是，就是说您刚才说的一点都没有错。
And the editing team as well. So standing at the back there.
这个戏要好看，它除了演员要好，
from the sound effects,
它后期的一些音乐，它要能够补进去
is the whole is produced by the whole team. You need to have good crewmen from the videographer to the editing to the directors to the actors, everybody working together. You look so handsome. Like I feel like everybody is just looking at me standing next to you guys. They could be very jealous.
我完全了解，我完全了解，我等会会。
And see here, many of them they do volunteer work on a Wednesday. Like it could be this person needs to go to prison correctional facility to volunteer, but he's here today, and this one actually took time off work. It's because of handsome guys on the 24th and coming on the 24th because George is here. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. You need to stay to the very end. And we will actually talk and have a chance to meet our international team. Yeah. To be able to take a photo with
没有，因为也是
you all.
这个动作也是一个死心的一个动作，就是把 COVID-19 打压就好了。
So why did you have the slogan?
你带就会比我有精神一点。来，打怪任务，来一起来，打怪任务没有退路，再一次，打怪任务没有退路。
So let's do the slogan together.
我们真的非常非常的感恩这一档戏里面哈有这么
Yeah,
多。
so it's getting rid of the pandemic. No going back. So thank you very much for the series. And lastly, kind of behind the scenes and coming here from the start to now, how could we push the series and what is so special about this series? So this series is very different to other other series because it is something that has been affecting us massively over the last 3 years. We in our lives we often forget things, but it is something that we need to remember, and this series reminds us of this time that we had to this trying time that we had to go through together. So we can see that in Dai TV and series at that time, and also Drama Master Zaiyang to like always talks about it, and there were so many working with the hospitals to assist during this time. So there is so although you might not be able to watch it when it is broadcast, but please do watch it later. So cannot tell anymore. So this is the first series. I think the series
那因为打怪任务是讲一个团体的故事，所以就基本上就是讲他们每一次遇到每一件事都是真人真事嘛，所以就是可以
so generally Dai series is from one person.
打怪任务每周六晚上8点，就是一定要看
but this one
的故事都是真的，
this is from different perspectives. So please watch every week. It is all real. Do not. This is a whole team, not just one person. Not just Zixi Hospital in Taipei, but all of the hospital staffs and Zixi people, and all around Taiwan as well. Thank you very much for elaborating for me. So Master tells us that it is so important we work in synergy. So it is a team, not one person. Lastly, Phoebe, sometimes it's very hard for the public to understand the difficulties and challenges that these medical staff had faced at that time. When I was acting and portraying these medical staff, I started to realize how intense and how hard it is. Yes, so thank you very much. In the first series, we saw
新闻播报这一个部分。然后最后一个地方，我想请制作您
So even in the series, we were able to see Dharma Master Yue in the series as well. So that is very different and special.
以
So
绘本的方式
when
是
you
导演的一个创意了，他是以导演的一个创意，他希望能够用一个比较童趣的方式，
at the start,
然后一开始的时候，
what
因为这部电影，因为这部剧它本身已
this
经
idea
是够
of
沉
having
重
the
的了，然后
storybook
是够
start.
黑暗的了，因为你要面对的是那
So
么那样子
it
可怕的一个
is
病毒，
very
所以我们希
childhood
望一
kind
开
of
始的时候是用一个
feeling
童趣的方式，
because
一个绘本
this
的
the
方式，
series
能
is
够来抓
already
住观众
very
的目
heavy
光。
hearted.
好，这是第一个。第二个呢，它也
It
是
was so
从一开始
scary.
的时候
So
是
hopefully
那个声音
that
是
we
一个
use
妈妈，就是
something
他
a
们
little
彼得花里面的
lighthearted
一个
to
小勋饼的那个角色，他在跟他的小
catch
孩
people's
子们
attention.
在讲一个童话故事。
And at the
那我觉得
start,
他要在叙述的
and it's a
也是
mom
等于是护理人员告诉他们的孩子，妈妈们即
talking
将要去
to
参加一
her
场很难
children.
赢的一
And
场
when
战
she was
争，但
talking
是我们必须
to
得去，然后也给
her
这些孩
children,
子们，
it
给
is
他
the
们的小孩
same
子
as
似懂非懂的告诉他们，这场
these
仗我们非打不可，并且
parents,
我们一定
these
要打赢。
medical
所以我
staff
们，但是我们这
telling
个
their
东西，我们
children
是希望用
because
绘本
saying,
的
you
方
know,
式，用一个比
it
较
is
不一样的一种呈现，
telling
然后
these
让观
children
众能够
that,
有
you
一个
know,
更
it
深刻的
is
一个印象。因为
it
你
is
一
so
开头的那
important
个
for
绘
them
本
to
的
be
童趣，
there
跟后
and
面
not
开始
being
那
able
个
to
戏
spend
里面的那
time
个东
with
西，
them.
是一个截然的一
So
个
it is a
非常
different
大的一
way
个反差对比。
to
但是你在整
portray
个
and
看完之
also
后，是
to
可以体会到，其
catch
实它是
the
整个
audience's
脉络
attention
是很清楚的。那
because it
我还是那句话，透过
it
这部戏，无论是雨薇
is
的角色
the
也好，或者
opposite
是子
of
熙的角色也好，
what we
北齐确
expect,
实是打了一
but
场
at the same time,
非常
it
漂亮
fits
的
very well.
胜战。好，然后本来认为不可能赢的，全部都赢了，那不容易，真的是不
So
容易。然
maybe
后非常感
in
谢，今天还是非常感谢大家，谢
Tsuji
谢再见。
好，非
Hospital
常的感恩哈。那现在哦，我们还没有
in
结束哦，
Taipei
我
being
们可以请你
able
们转身
to
一下吗？看你们一直没有看到的
to
大荧幕，
achieve
好不
this
好？
mission.
看到
So
你们
thank
在
you
大
very
荧幕
much,
上。
everyone.
好，
Thank
现
you
在
very
呢，
much,
我们来
everyone.
请哈，就是我
We
们
haven't
文生豪
finished,
没有来，但是
so
打
请他
怪任务
说话。
当中饰演的是赵有成赵院长，
So we'd
院
like to
长本身是
watch
军医
this
出身，他有一
screen
种威严感。勇
and
气不是与生俱来的能力，但勇气是可以培养。我们在戏里面可以看到赵院长在做决策
and
时
here
院长会在
this
表
is
红观
like
长的
one of the
注重我们
actors
要什么的
saying
是本事
courage
还
is
是怎么看？
can
1月
be
20日起每周六晚上8点打怪任
can
务。
be
原来我们这么
guided
勇
and mentored.
原来我们这么勇敢，所以
So
我们
this
这
is
么
we're
勇
not
敢，会
looking
不会
after
有
only
惊喜来宾
Zixi
出现呢？
Taipei
来，
Hospital,
我
but
们欢迎我们
also
的
the
赵
whole of
有成
Taiwan.
院长。
So
好，
we have some.
赵院长您在吗？
So
江
we
主
would
任，
like
你
to
要让赵院
introduce
长。
our
好
Superintendent
，OK， 那我
Zhao
们非常感
to
恩哦，
join
赵
us on
院
the
长真的
stage.
非常的忙。
Are
刚
you
才我
here?
去看了，除了赵院长之外，还有苏文林主任哦。苏文林主任也曾经在我们的线上来做
Thank
这样的
you,
一个分享。好，
Superintendent
转不过
Zhao.
来吗？好，那只好这边。
And we have
那我们只
also
好
our
转
director
头
here
了，
as
也
well
请大家在这边
to
来，
share
我
with
们
us.
只好转身了。那这边请江主任协助一下，赶快。好，来。
Hello.
赵院长，请说。苏主任，好，谢谢。来，
文林主任，
是。
那个我要在这里感恩我们的
Hello,
同事做
welcome
人
everyone. welcome
因为他的
Superintendent
大力的
Zhao.
协助哦，专业的带领，所以我看第1集的时候，我非常的感动。
So I'd like to
那今天
thank
还有雨薇和
our
子熙
producer
还有你们的团队一起在
and
我要代表台北
professionalism.
慈院所有的同仁感
I
恩你。
was watching the
我本
first
来有
episode and I
点
was
担
very
心
touched.
说，没有参
And
与
having
实际
George
防
and
疫
also
工作的医
Phoebe,
护人
our
员，会
team,
不会
I
在
would
这
like
个
to
节奏很
thank
快的戏里看不太
you
懂我
all
们在演什
on
么？
behalf of
那但是我
Tsuji
得到的回应都是非常的感
Taipei
动，而且大家有的没有
Hospital.
赶上那一集的，他们还在 YouTube 上好像也看得到，
Is
所以
it
有很多
will
人
be
回
I
应他们
kept
的那个
wondering
对
maybe
这个戏的
because
赞叹。
then the
那
audience is
刚
not
刚
medical staff,
听
they're not
到
be
子
able
熙说，因为
to
这个戏
understand the
他
fast
还耽误了他的
pace
婚期啊，
of
真的
what we are
是跟
doing,
此地人
but
一
it
样，
seems that
非
we've
常的
received really good feedback.
应该是
And
说
so
奉献自己，
when I was talking
然
to
后能够全力参
Phoebe,
与。那
saying that
雨薇还有我们的
because
那
of
个
COVID,
所有的演员呢，你
not
们都
being
演得很
able
逼真。
to
那只有一件事情呢，我觉得
attend
不逼真啊，
the
就是大家都太帅太美丽了，
to put
就
on
觉
the
得我们
wedding.
好像都年轻了好多
So
岁。
thank you
那
very
个这个
much,
是我一个
George,
逼
as
真的地
well.
方。其他你
I
们的
think
专业的表达啊，都是非常非常令人
the
印
one
象深
thing
刻。
that's not truthful
那刚
is
刚 制
you
作人有
guys are
说，其
so
实人很
handsome
容
and
易
so
变老。
beautiful.
在
Your
看到那个影片的时
professionalism
候， 我就
is
想起当时我们是怎么
is
样
is very
的
much on par.
算是勇敢吧，
I think
可
a
以
lot
说
of
是一个没
times
办法
we are
躲
all
避的
very
责任，但是我
forgetful.
们
Even
勇于
us,
承担，站在第一
I
线，也带动
remember
了
looking
非常
back
非
and
常
saying
多的
how
一些力量。
brave
那
we
应该
were.
算是有
It was
成功
something
的
that
克
we
服
could not have
这个世界级的疫情。
given up responsibility
这一次
to.
大爱台
So we
可
received
以
a
说
lot of
是
support,
用了很大的
and
心力
together
来
we were
留下
able
这段历
to
史。我想我要
fight
感恩
off
的
the
人非常多。
pandemic.
那今天在高雄也
Thank
有师
you
兄
to
师姐在现
Die
场，真的感恩大
TV
家，然后也让大家把这个
to
讯息传出
record
去，
this
让
history.
所
So
有关
there's
心台
many
湾、
thanks that I
关
have.
心慈济、关心北师的
Many
所有的人都
brothers
能
and
够
sisters
在我们
in
的记忆中留
Kaohsiung
下这一段。
and
这一段我
past
不敢用美好这两个字，但这一段大家的
and
勇气应
to
该被
share
记载。那我想
with
也请我们
those
在
who
第
are
一线加护病
interested
房
in
最困难的地
Tsuji,
方，苏文林
who
主任来讲几句话。那个
were
苏主任
experiencing this in
各位请
Taiwan
转身
as，
我们
well.
顺利了。
And
是，来，苏主任请
and
说。
I would like to
人之
invite
姐，
our
就是
ICU
制作人，雨
director
薇
to
跟
say a few words.
子熙，好，就是谢谢，还有
Thank
包括那
you,
个扮演我的那个梁振群哈，
thank
振群，就
producer.
是谢谢大家哈，就是我
Thank
想
you
说
very
就是
much.
在看了第一集的时候，我跟院长一样，也觉得是非常的感动哈。那当时那时候是刚好是
Thank you
带家人哈，
very
就到
much,
美国去
everyone.
出游。那
In the
得知消息的
first
时候，就赶快找一下 YouTube， 那有看到
episode,
第
I
一
was
集
very
的
touched.
的那个戏剧，那非常的感人哈。
I
那
took my
其
family
实
to
就是
US,
让我
and
能够回
when
想起当时那时候的
I
状况。
looked,
那
I was actually
那很
overseas,
感谢
and
那时候就
I
是
looked on
赵院长
YouTube.
带领
So
我们哈，就共同去面对这个疫情。那我
it
想说，
reminded
当时
me
所面
of
临到的是，其实是一个很人性的
the
考验哈，因为包括说，就我们当时为什么要成为
it
一位
would
医
remind
师？
me of
那
when we
重
were
症的医师
fighting
的
off
话，
the
在面临这
pandemic
样子的
under
一个
the
大的
the
灾难哈，
guidance
那这个
of
灾难的话，或许是
Superintendent
几十年不一定都碰得到。那我们
Zhao.
在
And it reminded
有
me of
14
why
年，
I
应该算
decided
15
to
年前的这个经
become
验，
a
那如何
doctor
去面对
in
疫
this
情？那在
pandemic.
面对疫情的时候，我们知道害怕，
You,
然后
we
如何
might have
去
not
学
faced
会
these
勇敢，
in
跟去面对，跟去
decades.
承担哈。那我相
But
信就
in
是
these
说，谢
14
谢院
years
长的带领哈，
between
在
the last
这段
one,
时间的话，我们就是撑
how
过来
do
的。
we go
那
from
而且
being
就是也
scared to
打了
being
一场很
brave
漂
and
亮的一个胜
courageous
战。
enough
那
to
也谢谢，就是
be in the front
就是
lines?
打怪任务的这个这
But we have
个剧
made
情，我
it
相信说
through,
哈，非常的精彩，而且就是
and
非常的是
we
真实的
have
呈现当时的状况。
achieved our
那也
mission.
谢谢就是有这样的机会哈，就是可以呈现出当
I'm
时我们
sure
在面
in
对
the
疫情的
next
时候的各项的
episodes
一
it
些
will
艰
be
难。
also
然
very
后
very
非常感恩，就
much
是院长对，
exciting
就
and
是
interesting,
上人当时也是非常的关
and
注我们
it
的，就
tells
给
the
予我们一
stories
些
of when we
信
were
心
facing
跟
this
如
pandemic.
何去发挥
So
大爱，
very
那如
thankful
何去克服一些
to
恐惧，学会的勇敢
Superintendent
跟
Zhao
承
and
担。
Dharma Master
谢谢。
Zaiyang
好，
to
非
give
常的感
us
恩哈。
hope
来，
and
院长跟苏
courage
主任，您可以看
to
到我们
be
的主
able
场吗？请
to
导播 take 主
allow
场
us。to
你
spread
看哦，他们
our
今天来哦，
love
制作他们特
and
别，我们
allow
活动
us
组对
to
打怪
take
任务，
this
演医生不会
responsibility.
演像的，那全部把它包紧紧，就像个怪，所以还可以哈。所以呢，不晓
So
得制作人，你一开始的看到我们这些怪 有什么感觉？
So,
应该叫制片来谈一下。
我只能说，就是你
so
们实在
here
是
we
太
can
用心
see
了。
in the photo, in the
这个一般
live,
的商业电
we
视
have
应该
a
也不会
lot
找到
of
这种梗。
um.
我觉得非常厉害，非常厉害。那个我觉
I
得
was
实际上
like,
上下下，
thank.
对于这部戏，基
So
本上大家都是全力以赴的在支持我们。我们再次感谢，再次感谢。
So here, thank you very much, and it seems that you guys do a really good job.
打怪任务没有退路。
Everybody in Zixi has been one of our best promoters. So
所以导播可以 tag 嘛，他们就是同步小荧幕，然后这边打怪任务没有退路，然后重要的事情 MVP 来带动，有没有？
他们有动作了。
有的来打怪任务没来。
okay, so we're gonna do the slogan again.
打怪任务
没有退路，
打怪任务
没有退路，请锁定每周
So to mission of pandemic, we will not go back. Keep moving forward. So every Saturday from 8, you are able to watch it, 2 episodes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you everybody for joining us.